Welcome along, folks, to Life in the Fast Lane, and this time my special guest is Saurav Bandyopadhyay. Saurav, how are you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good.
You're all dressed up in your suit. You are what you can call the epitome of a racing driver. How did you get into this industry?
By driving at places like this.
And then just going forward and doing touring cars. What was your journey like, in fact?
So started with 4 strokes. Started doing some local races in 4 strokes. Then moved on to the 4-stroke national championship. Then moved on to 2 strokes, that is road tax in India.
Yeah.
You know, so then did that national championship for around 3 to 4 years.
Right.
Then did a little Asian road tax.
Right.
And then did a little bit of Formula cars.
Yeah.
And Volkswagen came to India. So, you know, got selected in the first year.
Wow.
Was really fortunate to that happened. You know, so did that. Then unfortunately had to take a break for a few years. Couldn't manage my funding. You know, worked incredibly hard for a few years, and yeah, now back into racing.
Here you are.
Yeah.
And you've won so many races, and you've done so much in racing. Does this prove that racing is not only just, you know, a casual activity that you do on Sunday? You can actually make it a career.
Yeah, well, to make it a career, it's a lot of hard work, and you need to be really, really smart. And how you plan everything.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a simple sport like you wake up in the morning, work on your skill, go drive, and you know,
Yeah.
become a better driver, and you're sorted.
True.
You need to plan for a lot of other things, and everything has to work out. So yeah, it's a lot of hard work and a lot of planning and a lot of strategy. You know, I've been really fortunate to be coached by Rayoman right from the beginning.
Yeah.
Right, followed him and seen how he managed his racing and all the activities that we do today.
Yeah.
And just learned from him and followed.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Saurav, what are you doing currently? Can you just give the audience a better idea?
Yeah, so I'm helping running this track, Ajmera Indy Karting. Right, love this place. I'm here whenever I can be. And
Quite an awesome track, isn't it?
yeah, just wanted a track in Mumbai again. You know, everybody wants a track in Mumbai,
Yeah.
and really fortunate that we have this place. So we have this. Then we do the Jaguar Art of Performance.
Yeah.
Art of Performance tour. So we keep roaming around in cities and doing those events.
Yeah.
Then we have the Rayo Racing Academy at this track where we train drivers. So we hold training camps once every month, and there are a lot of serious students who show up every week. So I'm working with them. You know,
Right.
so I have like 10-year-old, 11-year-old students, and they're bloody fast.
Yeah.
You know, so that's exciting. And yeah, we organize races in 4 strokes. You know, for the masses. You
Yeah.
know, that's not that's where you start.
Right.
You know, that's not the proper professional racing. That's just for starters, for the masses. You know, so whether it's corporates, college students, school students,
Yeah.
women. So we have various categories where people get introduced to the sport. You know,
Yeah.
and then they can decide what they want to do with it.
Right.
So these are all the things we do, and some more things are in the pipeline. Hopefully, if they work out, it should turn out to be a few exciting years.
Coming soon, you could say.
Yeah, coming soon.
Right. And we have a big banner over there which says Step 1 to F1 this year at the Ajmera Indy Karting track.
Yeah.
How relevant is that?
Very relevant. Very relevant. If you see, all Formula 1 drivers start karting, you know, and this is the basics,
Yeah.
right? So, yeah, this is where you get introduced to the sport, and it's relatively economical, you know.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of track time
Yeah.
over here. You get to learn a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you can see what you want to do with it ahead. But this is where you learn the basics.
Right.
You know, 4 strokes, then 2 strokes, and in India as of now we have the road tax.
Yeah.
You know, but there are some other 2 strokes abroad which are faster.
Right.
And then you move into Formula cars and go ahead. Now, if you know, I mean, Jehan Daruwala,
Yeah.
he started with Rayo Racing.
Yeah.
He started with 4 strokes. Right,
Product of the academy.
yeah, product of the academy. So from 4 strokes, he moved on to 2 strokes in India, and then 2 strokes in Europe.
Right.
2 strokes in Asia as well. In fact, when I was doing 2 strokes, he was doing 2 strokes as well.
Yeah.
So we used to have a lot of fun.
That must
In
have been-
India, going around racing, then in Malaysia. Then he moved on to Europe.
Yeah.
And then from karting, he moved over to Formula cars.
Formula cars, yeah.
Yeah. So that's the step, you know. And he's in Formula 3 right now, and
Yeah.
I hope he makes it there. He's good. He's bloody good. So I really hope he makes it there.
Right.
Yeah.
And fingers crossed for Jehan. But Saurav, there's one story behind you. I think the last year in the Ameo Cup, not a lot of people know about this, but Saurav was diagnosed with a very, very heavy disease. I think which one was it? Dengue. Saurav was diagnosed with dengue, but he still went to the track, he still raced, and he finished second in the Ameo Cup. How crazy was that, Saurav?
Yeah, that is, now looking back at it, it was crazy. Like, I remember week before the race, I was unwell, I was at the track, you know, and we were planning something, we were sitting in the office, and then I'm like, I'm not feeling that well, and it was really bad.
Yeah.
So Ray was like, just, you know, go home. So I went home, you know, next day I was like, okay, I'll be better. I woke up and I collapsed in the shower, right? And then again, after like an hour, again I fainted. I'm like, okay, this is bad.
Because
right?
the race is coming up as well.
No, I'm like, this is not like regular cold and cough,
Yeah.
right? So I'm like, this is bad. So got a test, turned out to be dengue. And I'm like, and the first thing the doctor said, you might have to get admitted. I'm like, no chance.
No chance.
If I get admitted, I'm not getting out of there for 4-5 days,
Yeah.
and the race weekend is there. So I'm like, I mean, I checked with all possible doctors that I know,
Yeah.
all friends who have had dengue, okay, and did my research and found out what I need to eat, what I need to drink, how I need to live, what I need to do.
Yeah.
And I was obsessed, like doing everything perfectly. And also, like, I had a big goal on my whiteboard for my platelet count.
Yeah.
Right? And it was way too ambitious, the goal on my whiteboard.
Yeah.
But, and the platelets kept dropping every day, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And I'm like,
You had to
So-
keep it up.
so it, at least I wanted it to stabilize.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't go up, right? So
Yeah.
fortunately stabilized on Thursday. So I'm like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, got a little bit of practice. I had to skip like 1.5 days of practice. Got a little
Wow.
practice. Went straight into qualifying. Qualified 4th somehow. Got a podium.
Yeah.
And finished second in the championship by like 2 points or something. Obviously,
was-
objective was to win.
Yeah.
But second was not bad, considering after qualifying on
Yeah.
Saturday, I couldn't open the water bottle to drink water,
Oh, dear.
right? And so my friend sitting with me, he's like, dude, are you serious? Like, I'm like, just don't talk about it. Let's stay calm. You know, we'll see how tomorrow goes.
I mean, seriously, Saurav, that is just crazy. You guys have a bulletproof mentality.
Sometimes we get like carried away.
Yeah.
So at the championship dinner, right after the race,
Yeah.
when I'm still recovering from dengue, me and the other race drivers were sitting and googling if a dengue patient can have alcohol.
Oh my.
So yeah, sometimes
Oh
it
my.
goes too far.
Well, now you can at least. That's a good
Now I
thing.
can, yeah.
And Saurav, we're actually here at the Ajmer Indy Karting track. I mean, it looks awesome. I seriously want to go and have a try
I love
at it.
this place.
Do you mind if we just show you, go around the track?
Anytime, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, was the Ajmer Indy Karting track here in Wadala with my very special guest, Saurav Bandyopadhyay. Saurav, it was so great to have you on the video. Thank you so much for being a part of this. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, you can subscribe to all of my social media profiles right here and Saurav's social media profiles right there. Cool. Thanks for watching, guys. See you. Cheers.